Hi everyone, this is Adrian at 18 Echo SF. I decided to make kind of a short video today and talk about the different cleaners and lubricants that I use for my 1911s. I made a video several months ago almost about the same subject, but I have some definite strong opinions now. You wouldn't think that it would take me this long to learn, considering my age and how long I've been shooting, but it definitely has. The reason that I decided to make the video had to do with this product right here called Breakthrough. Now, it's called Breakthrough Military Grade Weapon Cleaning Solvent. Now, it has gotten pretty good reviews from many of the different, gun channels that are out there. So I decided to try it. Now, granted, this is not a CLP type of product. It is strictly a cleaner. And you might be able to see how much of it I've used or not used. It, as far as I'm concerned, was just okay. I'm not quite sure exactly what I expected during the use of it, but even though it seemed to clean fairly well, it still didn't clean as good as my #1 product for that purpose, which I'll tell you about now. So anyway, I'm not trying to pan this too much. It's just that it really didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. My #1 product, and I've used all different types of cleaning products, including, Hops #9, which I used for years and years. And with the advance of the CLP products, I began to use them periodically. And then I happened to hear about RAND CLP. And I heard about this from a former SF guy, Kyle Lamb, who really praised it. And I watched a number of videos and decided to give it a shot. Well, right from the beginning, when I started using this, I really, really liked it. And I'll tell you the main reason. Not only does it clean well and break down, carbon deposits pretty good, the fact that it fills in the pores of the metal to make future cleanings easier is definitely the case. And I can vouch for that because now it takes no time at all to tear the gun down and apply this for cleaning purposes, leave a thin coat on there, even though I do use oil after, and I know I probably don't have to, I still feel better doing that. But this product has really become my #1 go-to cleaner. I'll explain to you how I clean out the bore of my handguns after I tell you about the other products. But this is a fantastic product. It's sold through many, many websites, all of the top names, Brownells, Midway USA. So if you're looking for something to try that's a cleaner, lubricant, and protectant, you might want to give this a shot. It's really very, very good. Now, as you guys have heard me say in the past, I really love Wilson Combat as a company. I don't own any of their handguns, though I have used many of their parts. And several years ago, I started to use their oil called Ultima Lube. And I really fell in love with it. Well, they have since changed it a little bit for the better, and I now use all 5 of the products. And the #1 product for me happens to be their Universal. This is nice because it's kind of the viscosity of it is midway between an oil and a grease. And I now use all 3 of those products in my 1911s, where in past times, I didn't. But this is, I would say from an oil standpoint, is the one that I use the most. I really, really like this. They also make a thin oil, just called Ultima Lube Oil, that is also very, very good. I use this on the disconnectors on my Series 80 guns since it's thinner and can get down in the little crevice where it sits in the slide and the frame where the release for it comes up, the Schwartz lever and the Series 80 lever. So I use it for that purpose and it works wonderful. I never used any of their grease before, but I decided to buy a small bottle. This is the Wilson Combat Grease. And I now am using this only in one place in my handgun, and that is on the barrel link, because it will stay there since that's under a pretty heavy load. And I clean my guns almost after every shooting session. I still think that it will help to keep the performance up in the guns by having a little bit of a heavier lubricant on that barrel link. So I just used this for the first time just a few days ago, and I really, really like it. Now for the barrel and the bore. Again, after I saw a Wilson Combat video on these, I decided to try them. And the very first one that I bought was the Wilson Combat Bore Cleaner. Now, this is for removing copper fouling. So I now use this in the bore with my bore brush. I use a copper bore brush. And that just kind of loosens up all of the, any carbon and or copper fouling that has happened in the barrel. And then when I'm finished, I actually go back with a patch, clean it out, and then I apply one more slight coat of the Rand CLP. And that really keeps my guns working perfectly, actually. The only other product that I bought from them, and I just decided to try it, even though the Rand will remove some carbon, I decided to buy their Wilson Combat Carbon Remover as well for, if I get some ammo that has some, puts out some excessively, tough carbon and it sticks, inside the receiver, I'll use this to remove it as well. And I just tried it for the first time the other day, and it came out just great. So I know there's a lot of cleaners and lubricants out on the market, and everybody has their favorites, and I'm sure there are other good ones out there that I've never used. So I'm just giving you my opinion about the ones that I have used. And again, the only product that I've not been 100% keen on was the Breakthrough. I'm going to keep it around for other things around my house that I might need to, just get perfectly clean. But for my guns, I now have absolutely decided I'm staying with Rand CLP and Wilson Combat products because they seem to really work the best. So if you have any questions or any comments, you don't like any of these, whatever, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find out you didn't like them, to tell you the truth. I've never seen a bad review anywhere on any of these products, including the Breakthrough. So mine may be the first not 100% like, but the rest of these have just been really fantastic. So if you have any comments, any questions, the drill, leave a message down below. I'll leave a couple of links to the products that I'm using, and in case you want to give them a shot. So stay well and safe out there, folks.